Okay, every year people ask me what they should get their swimmer for Christmas, and I always tell them the same thing. Get a pair of drag socks made by Aquavolo. It's the perfect stocking stuffer for any swimmer. Honestly, there's no simpler training tool to build power in the water than a pair of drag socks. Go to aquavolo.com and use the code BRETT, BRETT, at checkout and save 10%. I'd like to introduce our newest sponsor, Swim Angelfish. Swim Angelfish is an online certification program that strengthens your teaching curriculum to serve swimmers of all abilities. Swim Angelfish will prepare you and your instructors with the skills to teach swimmers with autism, physical disabilities, anxiety, sensory and motor conditions, and more. Learn to teach skills faster and with more comfort with Swim Angelfish. Apply for an Only Alpha Pool Product Scholarship and receive up to 50% off your certification. Go to swimangelfish.com today to apply. Event, heat, lane, name of swimmer, times and places. It's called Swim Nerd Live, and it allows the data and times from your actual scoreboard to be broadcast and viewed in real time on any smart TV, phone, or other device. There are so many things you can do with this software. A very simple and easy to use necessity for any team or facility that is live streaming their meets results. One click on any device and they're watching your swim meet live in real time. Go to swimpractice.com to learn more. Looking to host your first swim meet or replacing an old timing system? Run a swim meet with ease from your laptop using Superior Swim Timing. You can use Superior Swim Timing with your existing equipment, or they can provide you with a complete timing solution, including deck harnesses, buttons, and starter. SST is fully compatible with Hy-Tek and Team Unify, as well as Colorado, Daktronics, and Amiga touchpads. Go to superiorswimtiming.com to learn more, and be sure to tell them I sent you. All right. Okay, László Cseh, welcome to the podcast. How you doing, man?
Hi, welcome. Thank you. I'm fine. I have a lot more time to do anything else.
Well, listen, I appreciate you doing this. You've been swimming for such a long period of your life. Has it been difficult to transition out of swimming now?
Yeah, it is not as difficult as it's people think. I really like swimming and still in love swimming. But right now, I try to step back a little bit and cut the ties. But maybe after a few months, I go back to the pool and do some lap. But that's just for the healthy sports, nothing serious.
Just to keep the body healthy. So
Yeah.
well, listen, when I look at your career, it's obviously a Hall of Fame career. You're going to be in the International Swimming Hall of Fame. There's no doubt. How do you feel about your career when you look back on it?
Yeah, right now I start to feeling my career was a great success. I won almost everything except the Olympic gold medal, but I am not feeling I am more or less or different than the others because I don't have an Olympic gold medal.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say that you had a bad career just because you didn't win an Olympic gold medal. But I would say this. I mean, I think you're the greatest swimmer ever to not win an Olympic gold medal. Would you consider yourself the best ever not to win one?
I don't know. I think I have a really great career behind me and a lot of great races and a lot of great podiums. And it's maybe a little bit hard to say about me like that, but I think I had a successful career.
Well, I think when we look at your career as well, not only were you incredible, but you had incredible athletes to compete against over many Olympics, 5 Olympics you swam at. So, I mean, you're always going to come up with somebody. But I mean, the obvious one is Michael Phelps being there throughout your career and being at his peak. Talk to me about your impressions of Michael and what it was like to compete against him.
Yeah, Michael, one of the greatest swimmers all time, and it was a great honor to race against him. And a couple of weeks ago, I realized that Michael was my idol because after every race, I want to be better and faster than him, and somehow he keep pushing me to being better and try to being faster. So it's a strange way, but he was my idol.
Wow. How's your relationship with him? Was it just purely competitive, or was there any type of friendship there at all? Or
Not really friendship. Just if we met some races, we talk a few words, but nothing bigger friendship thing.
right? Okay. Well, interesting. All right. Well, I kind of want to talk about your career in each Olympics, if we can kind of dissect it a little bit, if that's all right. You started out in 2004, but before that, how did your swimming career start? I understand your father was an Olympic swimmer as well.
Yes. My father was an Olympic swimmer too. He has many great results, and then he bring me the pool to I need to start to learn swimming, and from the beginning I really enjoy to be in the pool and swim. So that's how I start swimming, and till my career he tried to help me through the races, to the trainings, and everywhere else.
In terms of what you mean there, in terms of helping, was he kind of like a father giving some advice, or was he part of the coaching
No,
stuff, or
just for advice.
just
No,
advice?
he was never really a coach for
Mhm.
me. Maybe a few times he makes some training with me to help my coach. He wasn't available, but nothing serious. I think sometimes it is not the best thing to train with your family member or like that. So he just tried to give me advice and try to
Right.
help me to I don't know.
Be the best you could be, I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. Just
That's
like
right.
a normal father would care about his son to be, hey, be the best. But
Yeah.
did he get to travel with you to all the different meets?
Yeah, till I don't know, maybe till 2007, he traveled me for bigger races. But after that, somehow I grow up a little bit more, and now I was ready to try alone.
Right. That makes sense. Well, let's start with 2004, the Olympics then. Um, how were you for that Olympics in the years before that? Were you dreaming of being Olympian? Did you have hopes, or did it happen very fast for you, or was it something that was progressing in your mind? Like, I want to be an Olympic swimmer.
Yeah, I think about to race in an Olympic and maybe to be the best and be Olympian and gold medalist. But after the World Champs in 2003, everything happened a little bit faster, and I don't have too much time to think more behind the Olympic than it's one of the biggest race, and I have a good chance to swim there really well. Um, yeah, but it was for me natural to be in the Olympic and try to race.
Yeah. Well, you swam medley throughout your career, you know. So obviously the medley was there, but you primarily swam backstroke back then at the 2004 Olympics.
Yeah, that's
Was
right.
that something
That's
that you
right.
were good at younger, is backstroke?
Yeah. I start with the backstroke, and then the coaches say, um, "You are really good at backstroke. You are good at freestyle. The fly it's okay. So maybe you need to try the medley because my breast was terrible. But on those times, if you are good in a three stroke, you are capable of do well in the medley too, and that's how I start to medley.
Oh wow, okay. Now I understand right before '04 you had an accident in a training camp and you broke your ankle.
Yeah, not my ankle, my feet, bone in my feet.
Oh, okay. What happened?
Yeah, a misstep. Only one stair, and I somehow was too lazy or not looking good, and I made a misstep, and that's it.
Were you thinking at that point, because this was like just a few weeks before the Olympics, were you thinking that
Maybe
you're
2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, my
oh,
first thing was it's done. The
mm,
Olympic is gone, and that's it. But the doctors helped me. They screw my bones, and after I don't know 1.5 week, and go back to training.
wow. I mean, I'm sure they probably said that that's not enough time. I'm sure they was saying maybe 6 weeks, 2 months, but you're back in and swimming.
Yeah, but what is interesting, when the Olympics start, I am not thinking about to my injury or how I gonna race there. I think myself I am totally prepared and not happened anything else.
It's interesting. Were you always kind of mentally tough? Was that something that is part of your DNA that or
No. It's not as easy as it looks like. I had many races where my mental thickness, my mental is not so good. So yeah, but in the first few years, I had no problem with that.
because it's more like people didn't know who you were and you were just maybe young and naive and just out there racing.
Yeah, not thinking about too much for
Right.
race or how I need to do or how I can do it. Just jump in the water and swim.
Now you won a bronze medal here. Was it the 400 IM you won bronze in?
Yeah. That's right. It
Was that
was
a surprise?
no, yeah, it was a surprise, but for the bad aspects because before that I had the second best time, and I started the final to maybe try to catch Michael, and after that it was a not so good feeling for me to get the bronze medal.
A not so good feeling. Why? What do you mean?
Yeah, because yeah, I was sad. I was sad
Really?
that this, yeah, third place. Yeah, because I am not in my best time, and somehow feel it's not as good as I am capable of.
Oh wow, that's interesting. I didn't expect you to say that. I thought you were going to say it was a great result, my first Olympics, but
Yeah,
had
my brain work a little bit different, or I don't know, and I know it is not a good thinking, but
but I guess it
somehow I feel that.
well, yeah, I mean, you could say it's not a good thinking, but at the same time, you become who you become because of the way that you think. I mean, look at your career.
Maybe that's true. Yeah, that's true.
And then the following year, I guess you come back and you win the world championship in 2005, right?
Yeah, 2005 was a great year for me. The world champ was like a perfect swimming, because in the 100 back I get a bronze medal, 200 medley silver, and the 400 IM the gold. Maybe we can say I won a gold medal because Michael wasn't in the 400 IM, but there was other really great swimmer, and I need to get better and faster than before, and I swam my best time, I remember.
Wow. Uh, Which is the toughest race to prepare for you?
Toughest, yeah, maybe we can say the 400 IM is really hard to race, but if you are well prepared and really good at that, it's not looks as hard inside than everybody else think. But I don't know, my hardest race was, I think, in Beijing,
Really?
yeah, in the 200 medley, maybe.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, because it was my third event, and the last final, and I was very tired, and I made a hard first 100, and then I die very seriously, but try to keep Ryan Lochte behind. So yeah, it was really hard.
Well, let's talk about. Sorry, I moved. Let's talk about Beijing then, because Beijing, you have an incredible Olympics for sure, but you do finish with 3 silver medals behind Michael.
Yeah.
Um, I was in Beijing coaching, and my personal opinion, being on the pool deck as a coach, as Michael was swimming, I got the sense that the more he swam, the more there was kind of a mystique around him on the pool deck of like, oh wow, this guy's impossible to beat. Did you have a feeling like that yourself as a competitor?
No, not really. Every final when we race together, I always jump in the water to I want to be the best, and try to try to beat Michael too. So that wasn't my thinking.
Well, all good. I'm glad. I'm glad to know that. That was just like I said, it was a feeling I had on the deck. But
Yeah. Maybe if I try to or start to think about that, I was not so successful, because thinking too much about that, and
now with
it's not
this
always good.
result in Beijing, these silver medals, did you feel that was your best prepared Olympics? Did you feel like you were ready to be the best you've ever swum?
One of my best prepared. Yeah. I think I won the 3 silver and not lose the gold, and I think it is a big difference to how do you think about yourself and your races. And it was great. It was great. I really enjoyed that, and it was a little bit different because it was the first time we swam the final in the morning, and maybe some people had trouble to swim as fast in the morning and like in the afternoon. So yeah, it was difficult.
You had some incredible competitors, like I said, other than Michael. Who was the toughest competitor for you other than Michael?
Yeah, maybe Ryan Lochte.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Ryan, yeah, and Diego Pereira, I remember
Iago, yeah,
a lot of races. Yeah.
yeah, very talented. Did you have a strategy for your 400 IM? Was there a certain way that you like to swim that race?
Usually my 400 was the strong start, like the fly and the back get as fast as possible, and then the breast is to just survive somehow. And in the freestyle, I try to get fast as possible, or have what left in the tank.
Well, you said the 200 IM was the toughest race at that Olympics. Which was the best race for you? Which is the one where you felt the best?
The 200 fly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I felt it's easy. The 100 it's done, and just only 100 more, and I keep pushing and try to swim a little bit faster. But the last 10 meters I die really, but somehow I managed to push the wall second, and it was one of the most enjoying race.
Really? Oh, how do you enjoy a 200 butterfly? I could never enjoy that.
If you are really good in the fly, you can enjoy it. You can enjoy it because, yeah, you get tired, but still you feel you catch the water, and you have the strength to do that.
Where does the fly hurt you the most? When I used to swim fly, it was my legs. My legs are gone, and once the legs are gone, that was it for me.
No, my shoulder,
Really?
or my delta
Right.
muscles,
Wow.
right
Like
here.
the traps and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Interesting. Did you do a lot of work outside of the pool, or was mainly your work in the pool?
No, we do a lot. Uh, I don't know, 4 or 5 times per week, 1.5 hour Dryland. Maybe it was a little bit too much, and we do a lot of arm strength training.
Well, what do you mean? Like, give me some examples. Like, what for an hour and a half? That's a lot of dry land. What type of work are you doing?
Oh yeah. There was there was a trainer like machine.
Oh,
There
okay.
was a trainer.
All right. Like
Yeah, and we
on the
try
back.
to simulate the swimming in the dry land, but it was too much. Somehow we managed to do that, but it was too hard, and maybe um, it's not so necessary to do this volume.
Really? Oh, yeah. I didn't like to do that amount of volume, but it seemed like you had success. Was there a culture of volume in Hungary? It was kind of like
Yeah,
part of the swimming culture there.
yeah. There is a big tradition to swim a lot, but I hope a lot of fresh thinking coach start to do anything else than just swim 10 kilometer per training, and we will be good. So I hope a lot of coach broke up with this method.
Right. In let's go over to 2012 then. Was that a disappointing Olympics for you?
Oh yeah, definitely, because I made a big mistake in the 400 IM heat. I swam with Michael together on those heat, and in my mind it was I just need to swim easy, um, keep my energy for the final, and just swim with Michael. But Michael wasn't in a good the best shape, and I had a chance to being faster, but I just say, okay, it's okay to be second behind Michael. We will be in the final, and then I can do something in the final better. And then when I finished the heat, I realized the time was too slow, and then I see I am in the ninth position and miss the final. It was it was a big betting for me.
So it was more at that stage. It was more a tactical error than a physical
I
error.
think it was more tactical, because I was too lazy to, or I just really want to swim swim in the final to realize I need to beat Michael, because Michael was always in good shape. And I think that was the first time I saw him to not swim as good as everyone else thinking.
Right. Was there a period of time maybe around here where you were thinking too much about Michael? Did it become an obsession to try and beat him at some point?
No obsession. No. Just try to be faster than him, and that's it. No obsession.
What about the going back early? You said, at the first Olympics, you kind of like were free and mentally more tough, but over time, you felt like your own brain, your thinking
Yeah.
got in the way a bit. Talk to me about that. Was that around this period as well?
Yeah. Some nervous thing before the races, and then also this mistake in the 400 IM. I get really down mentally, and it was really hard to race after this negative feeling. And I barely can swim in the 200 fly, but somehow I realized I have two ways to do before the 200 medley: to stay here and try my best, or catch the flight and fly back home. And I realized the only way is to go back and swim as I can be, fast as possible.
Wow, that's interesting. So that was kind of like back at the village. Maybe you're having this discussion with yourself of like,
Yeah,
all right,
that's right.
pack up
Myself,
and leave or figure it out.
but I needed a few days, 2 or 3 days, to realize and be straight with my feelings.
Where was the pressure coming from you? Was it mainly from yourself? Was it coming from sponsors? Was it coming from the country? Where did you feel the pressure?
Maybe from myself mostly. I need to swim really well. I need to be the best or close to the best. Need to swim my best time, and there is no place to not be successful.
Wow. Did you have other things in your life at this stage in 2012 around that period, like, or was it all focused on your identity was wrapped up in swimming?
Yeah, usually just focusing on swimming. I do some university stuff, but not seriously, and just keep focusing on swimming till my career ends.
So the university is not something that you finished or completed?
Not yet finished. Yeah, maybe now I have more free time. I go back and maybe finish it.
What are you studying?
Um, yeah, mechanical management or something like that, or
Right.
engineer management. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Excellent. So you like math?
No, I'm not. I'm not. No, I'm like the electronics, the computers, and
All right.
like that, but not math. I'm okay with math, but
It's like a
uh,
computer science of some sort. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, nice. What's it like to grow up in Hungary? I mean, I've been there a few times. I've been to Budapest many times. It's a beautiful city. What's it like to grow up in the country?
Yeah, I think it's really great here. I really like to live here in Hungary. Um, it's a good country. The weather is great. I think it's good to be 4 season, not just hot and maybe a little bit colder. But I like the winter too. So it's really great. The people are lot of times is very nice and very helpful. And yeah, I really like to we live near Budapest, and I really like to not being the center of the city. To it's more it's more relaxing.
So it's something you think you'll stay there forever? You'll be living in Hungary?
Yeah, maybe. That's in Hungary. It is a little bit harder to move other part of the country, because everyone wants to own a house, and not just renting or like that. Just every people think I need to own a house, and that's it. And after that, sometimes it is harder to move other part of.
Oh, gotcha. Well, nice. I was going to talk about the shift you made in 2014 in terms of the coaching, and I've been trying to talk to you for a couple of months now. We've been trying to align this podcast up, and just in the last couple of days, a story came out about your previous coach. Do you want to talk about that at all, or how do you feel?
Right now, I'm not really want to talk about that. I think it is enough to say we had a lot of bad times around that long time training. So yeah, we had some issue about that, and now maybe we have a chance now to end this, and maybe someone say I'm sorry to feel that way.
You made the change in 2014. Why did you decide to talk about it now?
Yeah, it is really long way to arrive here. Yeah, after I moved to a new coach, I feel and realize the training can happen a different way, a much human way, much happier way. And after that, I realized how we swimmers treated before that, and I get a little bit angrier about that, but don't have the strength to say it loud. And maybe after the last year, I need to work on my mental uh, mental uh, mental thing, and maybe now was the time to say it loud.
Are you seeing a therapist at this time to help you through some of that stuff?
They he she helped me a lot before the Olympic, because I realized I need a big help, because last year I lost my father, and then my life wasn't so good, and the races was terrible, and then I realized I need a help.
Oh wow, I'm sorry to hear about your father as well. By the way, I did know that, and very sad.
Thank you, but that's the life.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know that.
for sure. Well, let me ask you this then: what part of it is that you think is cultural within your culture? What part of it is the training necessary to be a 400 IMer? Because I mean, I know it's the toughest training you could possibly do. So like, you feel like there was definitely a line between kind of the culture and the training, and then the way that you were being treated, I guess. Eh?
Yeah. I think I was the luckiest guy, or luckiest people who made it, who somehow survive the trainings, and then get the great results.
Oh, okay. Right. I know
So
what you mean.
something like that, yeah, because my training mates do the same, maybe sometimes train more or different or harder, and I was the luckiest.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. You kind of survived the training, and it's
Yeah.
tough. But did you have any injuries during your career? Like any injuries, shoulders or anything like this?
Yeah, my shoulder is bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it is because the Dryland training, because we do too hard too hard stuff, and not watch how we do that. So yeah, my shoulder, sometimes my back hurt, but maybe it is genetic, and it's more my posture than how I train or race. So that's it.
It sounds like you're really pushing for maybe some widespread changes in the way that people are trained in Hungary as well. Not just specifically about the one coach, but it sounds like the mentality of the way that you train.
I don't know. I'm not thinking about myself to spread the word and say you need to train like me. Um, but there are a lot of talented coaches who realize the need to keep the flow and start try new training methods and everything else, because yeah, the old stuff is good, but the world is too fast, moving too fast. You need to keep the pace and
Yeah.
try new things.
Do you think, looking back, you would have been more successful if you had a different style of training at that point?
Maybe not. Maybe I can say I maybe not as or not better. Maybe sometimes on a not so successful races change, but maybe I do the same. So it is hard to tell, but I think the achievements we do together, my old coach, it was good, and maybe in different trainings, not getting faster or better, but maybe it's true, but I am not thinking about to how needed to do that in the past. Past is past. I need to learn from that and try to concentrate for the present.
Tell me this: why did you decide to make the change in 2014? It was obviously a difficult change. You've been with your coach for, I think, 16, 17 years. So why did you decide then to make the change?
Yeah, because one of my club mate, Peter Bernek, moved to a new coach, and then he was a short course world champion in the 400 freestyle. And when watched those race, I realized I need to move to a new people and try a new training, and that was the moment. Before that, sometimes it came in my mind to maybe I need to change, but before that I wasn't brave enough to to do that.
Make the
And
decision.
after this race, I realized I need to. This is the right way.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. Was the training completely different after that, or was it similar? What was it?
No, not totally different. It was
Yeah.
totally different, and that was what I need, and helped me to getting faster in the shorter distance, like 50 fly or 100 fly, because before that we just swim 2 or 400, and then after I realized I need lot more speed to
Mm.
being faster than 3 more meter or more lap in a
So that's
session.
what happened. You made some shifts in training, started to do more speed work. You had success in 2016 in the 100 butterfly, finishing with that
Yeah,
tie
yeah,
for silver.
yeah, and in 2015 in the World Champ in Kazan,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I was third in the 50 fly in Thai,
Wow.
but it was a big surprise for me just to make the final,
Yeah.
because before that I just thinking about it. Yeah, it's a good warm up before the 200 fly and like that, and realized, oh, I am here in the final. So yeah, it was a big difference in the training, and the speed is much needed than a lot of coach thinking.
So that must have excited you then to get this bronze medal in the 50 fly to be a sprinter finally. That's pretty
Oh
cool.
yeah. That's right. That's right.
And so then you had the confidence going into 2016, I guess, for the 100. You realized you had speed. Obviously, you've got endurance.
Yeah, but
Sacrifice
before the
race.
Olympic, I get a little bit more nervous because the Olympic, and realize I have a big chance to be the best in the 200 fly and the 100 fly, and it was a lot of pressure on me, and I'm not realized I need some outside help, and that's why I am not swim very well in the 200 fly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the reason, because I don't know, 3 months before in the Europeans, I swim, I think, better time than the Olympic gold medal time in the 200 fly. So
Oh, wow.
yeah,
So you think that was a mental thing or a physical?
mental, yeah, definitely mental thing. Physically, I think I was the best shape ever.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, best shape ever. But mentally, I was in a bad shape. So yeah, it was a big mistake from me to not ask help couple of weeks before.
Did you always put more pressure on you at the Olympic Games as opposed to like a world championship?
Yeah, maybe, yeah, because I know it is every 4 years, and the Olympic is the biggest race of all of the races, and yeah, it's give me a much more pressure.
Really? Wow. So how do you feel then about the Olympic silver medal in the 100 fly? I mean, it was a classic race. You tied with
Yeah,
Chad and
classic
Michael.
race, yeah, but the time was not as good, but somehow I managed to get better after the 200 fly. It was a great race. I really enjoyed that, and especially for the tie, because when I touched the wall, I watched the timetable and just saw my time and the second place, and I was happy. And then realized Chad is a second place too. And after the results came on the line, and realized we are on the three tie with Michael, Chad. So yeah, it was a big surprise.
Wow, that's awesome. Did you feel at that point that was going to be your last Olympics, or did you knew that you had another one in you?
Um, yeah, maybe I feel, but I just thinking about I can being better. I can do it better and need to try it again. So that was my thinking, not thinking about to maybe this is the time to retirement.
Right, right. I have a couple of questions here, just short questions, short answers, I guess. You've been all over the world. What is your favorite city to travel to in the world?
Favorite city, maybe in the US, and maybe in Los Angeles,
Oh,
but
LA.
not, yeah, but not for racing or training camp, just for holiday. We spent a few days there with my wife, and really enjoyed that.
Oh, awesome. I love it. Yeah, LA is a great place. What about your favorite race of all time? You have one specific race that's your favorite?
Not really have a specific race, because I needed to train for the success race, for the not so success race. So I can't pick one, but I don't know. Maybe this last one in Tokyo, because after a couple of years, I feel again to how to swim just for joy, and nothing, no pressure, nothing else, just enjoying.
Oh, so it came full circle from the beginning to the end. You
Yeah,
realized.
that's right. That's the reason I can stop swimming like this, and with happy moment, and not like, okay, but I am sad about that.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. But I mean, it was your fifth Olympics in Tokyo. Was it strange to have no crowd and that kind of situation?
A little bit strange, but maybe a little bit helped me not feeling the pressure or everything else, not getting nervous. So I was okay with not so crowd, but the other swimmers was really great for cheering, and the pool not feel empty because the other swimmers cheer for the others.
Yeah. What about this? I just thought of this one. Was there a race that you can remember where you felt the most confident about winning?
Most confident, maybe the in 2005 in the 400 IM.
Oh, that
I
was in
feel if I
Montreal.
jump in the water, start fast as possible, and then I can do that. Yeah.
Montreal.
Yeah.
I was there too. I was competing. Well, how come you never, if you became a sprinter, how come you never decided to swim the 50 freestyle?
50. I am not so good at that because it needs to teach it in a younger age, and
Yeah.
when I get older, I had no chance to be fast as normally if you train in the younger age.
The
So
whole
yeah.
life. Yeah. Okay. What about your favorite competitor, the person you love to race the most?
Chad Leclos.
Chad.
He's a great guy, and it's great to race against him. But if he was faster, I wasn't angry.
No.
Just happy to race together.
He's a good guy. I love talking to Chad. He's always happy and
Yeah,
polite.
that's right. Yeah. He looks the world in the happiest way.
What about this? What is the toughest swim set you've ever done?
Oh yeah. I can. I don't need to think about that. 4 times 100, 400, 8 times. Yeah.
4 times
100, then 400, and the whole is 4 times. 8 times. 8 times.
So how do you do it? You do the hundreds freestyle?
No, the 100 fly, then 400 IM, 400 free, 4 times 100 free, 400 free. Then start again with 4 by 100 back, 4 IM, the 4 by 100 free, 4 free, breast session, and the end session is 4 by 100 free, 400 IM, and the freestyle in the end. So 8 times.
Oh my god! And everything is kind of go. Everything is at a hard pace.
Yeah, it's hard as possible. And the betting of that is we swam at twice in a week.
You did that set twice in a week.
Yeah. And in the second time you need to swim faster than in the first, and in the next week you start again and needed to swim faster than the last week. And we do it, I don't know, 7, 8, or 10 weeks in a row.
Oh man! What year was this? What year was it? What?
Till we start, I don't know. Till from I don't know. When I start swimming in the older age group team. So
so you did this like every year?
Yeah, every year. Yeah, that's right. And around 2006, I say the coach, I'm stop doing this because somehow I hate it and can't do that. And he just say you need to do that. And after that, I wasn't in the bad mood about that.
I can imagine. Well, I'm sorry to bring that back into your memory.
No, it's healing my soul to talk about that. So
good. Oh, that's excellent. What about this? What was your favorite competition?
In the race in Hungary, maybe the last one in no, not the last one, but the world champion 2017.
17 in Hungary.
Yeah, in Budapest. It was absolutely amazing race to just only to be in the pool and just hearing the lot of people cheering for the Hungarian team and feel that love and it was fantastic.
I gave you a lot of national pride, hey?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, beautiful. What about your favorite piece of equipment that you would wear in the pool?
Equipment.
Did you use equipment?
Yeah. Hand paddlers, yeah, fins and paddle boards. Yeah. I don't know. It's hard, but maybe the hand paddle.
Hand paddles, okay.
Yeah, I start to use against my coach wheel the stroke maker. Do you
Oh,
know
the
that?
stroke maker. Yeah, I like those. Yeah.
Yeah, and I start using, and I have a lot of argue about that too. You can't use that because it is not the same as the others, and I say no, it's great, and I really like to swim with that, and
And I'm wearing it, so deal with it. Yeah, and they're my
yeah.
favorite paddles too. I love the stroke maker. I'm they're not paying me to say that, but I do like those.
Not for me too. So,
Do you still have sponsors? Are you still sponsored?
not really.
Did you ever
Yeah,
have a sponsor?
yeah. The Aqua Rapid sponsored me for the last few years
Oh, okay.
now, but I think we had end of our contract in this year. But let's see what will happen. But in Hungary, it is really hard to find sponsors, especially for suit sponsors, because the federation not allow to swim in different brand than in the federal sponsor.
Right. What about your advice? I mean, I imagine over a period of time, you would have won some money, competing at all the different venues, and swimming is becoming more professional now. What would be your advice to a young athlete now coming up in swimming and there's availability of more money and things like that? Do you have some advice for them?
My only advice is just enjoy and never give up, because you need to trust yourself to you can do it better and faster, but you need to keep pushing yourself to the limits.
That's awesome. I love it. Now, what about for you then in the next few years? What is some things that you want to do with your life now?
Right now I don't know what I will do in the next couple of years, but I try to find what I'm really interesting and what I really like to do.
Do you have any children yet?
Not yet.
Is that something you think you might want to have in the future?
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, maybe that's my way to grow our family.
Do you think like your dad and yourself? Do you think you want to continue the tradition? Would your child, you think it would want to be a swimmer?
I don't know. It's really important to learn how to swim, but then I leave the right to choose which sport or any sports or totally different thing to do. I don't want to push my kids to you need to be a swimmer because I was.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, listen, Laszlo, I really appreciate this. Thank you for doing this. Get to know you a little bit more. I know it's difficult because English is not your first language, so I thank
Yeah,
you for.
but I try my best.
No, you did great. Yeah, I mean, absolutely, it's better than my Hungarian. So you did
Thank
well.
you.
So, yeah, I appreciate you taking the time to do this. Thank you.
Thank you to be here.
All right, take care, my friend.
Bye.
Bye.